Hi, everybody, welcome back. I wanted to talk about my experience with healing, and I don't know if you've had experiences with healing yourself as well, and maybe something you could work on to improve in your life in the near future. But I've noticed that time seems to heal things, at least with me, over some things I'm still working on, and most things have overcome, whether it be guilt, my own guilt, or sorrow, anger, sadness, whatever I might be going through. Um, some things are just have happened so long ago, maybe my memory isn't as well about it, but I've had my fair share of obstacles in life, and I feel that I've gotten over most of it. I still have, it's more the recent things that more time, I guess, needs to pass for me to get over it, but I've had my fair share of, I got kids picked on me all throughout my school years from, going, I guess, like kindergarten, going all the way through to senior year of high school, and I've gotten over that. Forgiveness is a big thing. I did a video on forgiveness, but I got picked on in school. I had fair share of bad teachers, bad bosses, bad coworkers I didn't get along with. Even some family members I've got into it with. And part of it is forgiving, and it helps to know that when so much time has passed that the person might at this moment, after so much time has passed, you figure at this moment maybe they've changed, they've seen the error of their ways. That definitely gives me peace. Um, not an easy thing to do, easier said than done. But I did a video on forgiveness and the power of it, and I talked about how I think I did another. Was it in that video, or it was years ago? I'm sorry, but it might have been in a different video, or in that video I might have touched on it about how when you forgive, you also, it's a powerful thing to let go, to not hold grudge. I talk about how it doesn't really pay to hold grudges, because you have and that's the thing with me, is like I feel like I was right in most of these situations. The other person was in the wrong. I still have some anger because of that. But I know somebody said to me once that you may have all the right reasons for feeling the way you do, but someone said to me, what advantage is it to you to hold these grudges? How's that doing you any good? And it kind of came to my senses and realized that it wasn't really doing me any good, even though I was in the right, the other person was in the wrong. Failed relationships with women, and I just kind of came to my senses and realized that it wasn't doing me any good, and I had to, regardless of whether I was wrong or right, I had to push forward, I had to push on. Otherwise, I was just, I got to a point at times where I was just tearing myself apart. I indulged a lot in alcohol when I was younger, and that didn't really do any, temporarily it makes things better. I was indulging in alcohol to numb the pain from the past, and it helped at the moment. But then it's like you wake up the next day and you're back to being the same person again. So it's like that obviously didn't do any good. And alcohol is you get side effect. As much as I was drinking, I was getting hangovers, spending a lot of money, and I really regret that in my life. If I could do it all over again, I would have a whole other video I could probably do on it. But if I could do it all over again, I would have found other coping mechanisms. That wasn't really a good way to cope with my the pain. It wasn't really, because you wake up the next day and you got hangover, and then you're still the same person, and then you have to drink again the next, or whenever you want to numb the pain again, whether it be the next day or a week or a month from that point. I got to that point where I would drink more in moderation. I think, if I could do it over again, I still drink in moderation now, but if I could do it all over again, I would just drink in moderation, and not done it to the point of intoxication. I look back on it and I think to myself, why did I need that high level? of intoxication, but it's like now I know why. I have more information now. Looking back on it, I didn't know any better way. I didn't know of any better coping mechanisms back then, and now I feel like I have better coping mechanisms. And yeah, so much time passes by. Like I said, it's been 25 years since my senior year of high school, and I don't really remember all of it. And the stuff I do remember, like I said, these people I've made peace. I actually have reconnected with some of these people on from high school on Facebook that gave me problems when I was younger, and we're actually friends now. So that's just a perfect example of how somebody could see. And I found out from talking to them about it, saying that I forgive them, I don't hold any grudges over it. I did find out that they had a lot of their own problems too. They got bullied, that they didn't have the best home life, that maybe people picked on them, or their parents bullied them, their brothers, their sisters bullied them. So there's usually if somebody bullies it's usually because they're being bullied by somebody else, whether it be a boss or a parent, a sibling, another classmate. So that's just a perfect example to me, and it should be to you, of how people can change. People can see their ways. A lot of them didn't really remember that they remember me as being a cool person. A lot of them, everybody always seems to say that I was nice. They had no idea what I was going through, that they felt bad about it. But a lot of them said they didn't remember the pain that they put me through. So that definitely put things to rest for me in that sense. And I don't know what other people have been through. Some things take more time to heal from than other things. I haven't been through anything major, but because there's some major things that, like being in Iraq, for example, losing legs, losing arms, so something like that, like the Boston Marathon, those people lost limbs. I imagine there's a lot of things out there. They're a lot more severe than I went through that maybe probably aren't as easy to heal from. But I'm just talking from my perspective, the things that I've been through. And I mean, it does get, even though, some things you may not heal 100% from, I think it definitely does get easier over time. The more time passes, you kind of adjust, you kind of get used to it. So, yeah, that's, I think all I have to say about that. I've been kind of rambling on here, and kind of hard to put everything into words, what I've been through, but that's my experience. And maybe you have experience you want to share with me, or do you have any questions, just let me know. Maybe some coping mechanisms that would help you get over the past, help you heal, help you feel better. And I'm here for you. I'll pray for you too if you want. So I don't really consider myself to be religious, but yeah, I definitely can do that if you want. I definitely can do that for you. So I hope that helps. I know I've been kind of rambling on. Thoughts are a little bit mixed up and not really flowing together, but it's kind of confusing even for me to talk about, because I'm still healing myself from certain things. But I hope I helped you, and I definitely did my best to put thoughts together. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all real soon with another great video. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye.